The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the push is way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Ready? 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 19 right here. Check go.
And looking to throw. Penix. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To the air, Penix. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Working to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That first good for 20 and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about where one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Bottled up. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Tucker. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Falcons' 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line.
It's 4th down.
Here's Dart. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Dart. They'll get this out to Genty. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jalen Walker drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
For the field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Falcons at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Penix. Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Penix going to hold on to it. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. They'll throw with Penix. And he's got it. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Penix going to sneak it. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Michael Penix. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now 2nd and 3. Throwing his dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's a give up the middle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Dart. And this one is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw now, Dart. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go. Here's Dart. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Here's Dart once more. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
For a tight end, he's got a good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now Dart. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're...
And he gets it into the end zone with no time left in the 2nd quarter as they take the lead. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the 2nd half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will take us to the end of the 1st half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. 42 yards rushing for him down to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Dart. He's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 4 receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Dart. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Now Pennett's going to hold on to it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And looking to throw, Penix. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go, here we go.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Zach Vaughn picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. This a 43-yard attempt. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Dart. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw, Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Dart looking to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. The defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Robinson with another carry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Bronco, after 60.
A play fake. Now Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here comes second down at 5.
After 60. Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
To the air, Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
On third down, Penix from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. The 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 caution.
Back to throw. This is Robinson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
75th, ready.
And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Elliott good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Falcons 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Eagles, it's a rare win, just their 2nd in these first 8 games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.